So again, another common concept that we have in common is the thought about resiliency and the inherent belief that people and communities have the ability to come back, to bounce back in some way. So we're in an interesting situation in St. Louis. This crisis is different. Many people have defined it as our Selma moment, quite frankly. You and your team at Beyond Housing have made it your life's work to build resilient communities. So tell us, what are the things that make up a resilient community? What are some specific examples that you can provide about the resilience of a neighborhood or a community for our listeners?
Yes. So for us, it's, again, a variety of things. First and foremost, it's community voice. Where is there a platform for everyone in community to have their voice be heard? We know there are elected officials. We know there are those who are very active and engaged, and those are two great vehicles of voice. But we also know there are so many others out in community that we try to make sure, how do we give them voice? How do we give them the microphone for a moment and say, here is what I feel, here's what I know, and here's what I would like to see happen. And then from that, how do we look at, again, all the things that make up a fabric of a place? And how do we put the wheels in motion to get those things rolling forward? And then the hardest task is then how do we find the intersection between all those things, right? Where is the connectivity between housing and health and housing and education and health and education? And how do we then bring in jobs? How do we bring in economic development and do that intentionally and do that consistently and create systems that don't allow that to slow down and that continue to perpetuate that movement forward? We think, again, if you start with community and community voice and you try to find the right delivery system, the alignment of resources, people, organizations, and hard dollars, then we think that's where you can have success. Our goal is, can we show the work that we're doing, be the other end of the Edmund Pettus Bridge, metaphorically, to say when good things happen, we can cross that bridge to someplace better. And we hope that our model can be one that can be replicated by others.